The use of crop wild relatives in breeding. Breeding means making a living organism better from a desired point of view. And views can vary greatly depending on whether they come from farmers, the food industry, or citizens. Domestication is the beginning of breeding, when individuals or subpopulations are selected from a wild population to enable their cultivation. The next step in breeding is to make new populations through crossing. Crossing generates genetic diversity, and the resulting populations, which never existed before, carry the desired traits. This facilitates the subsequent selection of new types that perform better in one or more traits. Selection targets individuals or subpopulations and requires many years to result in a marketable new cultivar. Traits of increasing importance in our changing climate, for example drought tolerance, resistance to new diseases, are often found in wild relatives of our cultivated crops, CWRs. CWRs are valuable for improving crops whose genetic variability has been reduced by centuries of selection. To use crop wild relatives in breeding, an additional step called pre-breeding is needed. This involves isolating the CWR-derived gene or genes behind the desired trait and eliminating undesired ones. Using traditional methods, pre-breeding is a long process, possibly lasting decades, until a cultivar with the CWR-derived trait is developed. Formerly, selection was based only on visible or measurable traits, the so-called phenotype. Now, modern techniques such as biotech and molecular tools can reveal the genetic background of traits, making breeding faster and more efficient. Marker-assisted selection allows rapid detection of desired genes, even in seedlings. Speed breeding shortens generation times by adjusting temperature, light, and other conditions. Remote sensing enables large-scale monitoring of plant growth and conditions. AI-based genomic prediction, using genotypic profiles, allows virtual selection of parents and even progenies. Since breeding takes place over many generations, these methods shorten the process and increase efficiency. Participatory approaches can be used to develop pre-breeding and breeding programs. A participatory plant breeding program involves all the actors potentially interested in using the new variety being developed. These actors come from the civil society organizations, industry, conservation, and farming sectors, and contribute their needs and expertise to the overall breeding process.